are going to be demonstrating the blank firing. There's no targets. So we're going to be demonstrating the blank firing of some of the weapons that would have been used by the British and the Germans on D-Day. And we've got a selection, but we are the Vickers MG Collection and Research Association. So we're a separate entity to the Royal Armouries. We're a not-for-profit that runs under our own auspices, and have come along to the Royal Armouries to show you these. We specialise in educating and informing people about the Vickers machine gun, this one, its role in military history. It served with the British Army from 1912 to 1968 and around the world in various guises for many years, for a few years before that and many years after, right into the 1980s. But it was the British Army's medium machine gun, so it meant it was the real sustained firepower, and you'll see that at the end, hopefully, all being well with how these things work. Sustained firepower, so able to just keep firing and firing and firing as long as you want. And the British infantry had that. They landed on D-Day with them, despite them have been in service for, 32 years already, and another 24 years after. The Vickers was there. But it's important that we understand that in context. Not everybody had a machine gun. Their automatic firepower wasn't universal like we would potentially think of it today. So we have some of the other weapons as well, and I'll talk you through those. I'll also talk a bit of technical about why some of the weapons might not be working properly. We run on blank ammunition, and these guns were designed, albeit to kill people. And to do that, they use ball ammunition. Ball ammunition is when the bullet comes out at the end of the barrel, and that's what they're designed for. So they don't quite run all the time, and I'll talk a little bit about that now, and I'll talk some more about it if you come and see us inside. So as well as the guns here, we have a display inside at the bottom of the Tower of Steel, so come and have a chat to us more about how these things work and what they did then. But obviously, it is going to be quite loud, so please do cup your ears, have ear defenders or earplugs as well, as we go through. So first of all, what we have is the rifles. Now, every infantier, the private soldier in the army, British or German, had a bolt-action rifle, so a single-shot rifle. The British Army used the Lee Enfield, and that fired the .303 ammunition. .303 inches is the size of the bullet, the same as the Vickers, same as the Bren. And they had that fired with a 10 rounds in the magazine. I'm going to put my ear defenders on so Giles can demonstrate the rapid rate of fire of that. Now, the intricacies of that particular round is called rimmed round, and you get something called rim lock. So where it's not feeding in properly, it's because the rims are crossed over in the back, and it just stops that. It's one of the things of the ammunition of the day. The Germans, on the other hand, had a K98. Now, that's a Mauser rifle, only holds 5 rounds in the magazine there, and Jake will fire this off. Slightly different action for doing so. And that's what everybody carried in the section, predominantly. So they were able to take aimed, deliberate shots to be able to hit the enemy. But they needed something more as well. And automatic firepower was coming along in the form of submachine guns. And submachine guns are developed in the 20s and 30s. We realized we needed something faster.